In this Greek sermon, I noticed one thing incorrect. I'm going to confess. This is based on my last year's sermon and a sermon from before. I'm hoping someone to come to me and say, Father, you're reading the same sermon every year. But the mistake in there, the inaccuracy, is the fact that I said many churches are closing their doors. It seems like we're living in very strange times. People are gravitated towards churches rather than living churches, especially young people who are seeking for the truth. But I'm going to point out a couple of reasons why people get attracted to church. We may think this is amazing, but my assessment is temporary. And I know because the Orthodox Church has a long memory. We are not Protestants who just started yesterday and everything surprises us. We have 2,000 years of history of calamities, of success and all kinds of things, of inner fighting and all these things. Nothing is new to us. We know when something happens what the source of that is. And I'll give you a couple of examples. When I was 13 years old, we had this horrific earthquake in Armenia that destroyed the 3 largest cities of the country. Imagine Washington, D.C., San Francisco, and New York were leveled to the ground in 11 seconds. The earthquake was so powerful, when you drove through those cities, you only saw piles of dirt. And people immediately realized that they have been communist for 70 years. This was 1988. Exactly 70 years. They had turned into communism 1918, and this was 1988. Then people started converting. They started getting baptized. The priests did not have time to baptize people. That's when I became Christian. That's when people started thinking of spiritual life rather than material life, because they realized that in 11 seconds are enough to destroy the whole entire country and wipe it from this earth. But then a couple of years passed, people relaxed. They had done what they had to do. They were not going to church anymore. They were baptized, but they were not going to church. We had mass baptisms. It was so strong that the patriarch announced that we are going to invite everybody to this lake on top of the mountains and have a mass baptism like Gregory the Illuminator did 1700 years ago and baptized the whole nation. But years passed and people stopped going to church. Then a war started. The church was packed. Now they were baptized. All they had to do, because their sons were in the military, in the front line, they were lighting candles